Okay, guys, I'm I guess I'm live now. I had some troubles with the software. I don't know exactly what happened. It seems like I should be live currently, but I'm not totally sure. Um, you can start when you hear this, please somebody write something to the live chat because I don't really know if this is working or not. I guess it is. I guess we are live. This is not very, yeah, like I said, I'm terrible with this live streaming thing. I'm really sorry about this. Uh, but anyway, that's life. That's life. Welcome to Iron Sky. I don't know these. Welcome to Iron Sky Universe. No, not Universe, but let's call it Iron Sky Quarantine Stream. Yes, this is the quarantine stream. I'm still in my home, and I'm still here. Thank you, Mr. Knob. I'm live. That's great. I I don't know what the hell is going on. This is very, very... Anyway, now that we are here, let's first start with the obvious thank yous. And the most important thing is this has been an awesome day because we were able to premiere the movie Shoot for the Moon, and it was directed by Tuomas Tuppurainen. Tuomas, uh, congratulations! This was your first feature-length, I guess, a more or less feature-length film release. So please, people, tell what did you think about the movie here, and I will tell forward this information to Tuomas. It seems to be also impossible to get him on board here through, I was thinking like putting up a Skype or something like that where I could catch up with him, but that doesn't seem to be very much possible. But anyway, this is where we are currently. So just to give you a little update on what's going on right now. So we just released Shoot for the Moon documentary, which is 55 or something minutes long documentary about the production of Iron Sky, about entrepreneurship, about the hardships of generally filmmaking, or sort of the insanity that the filmmaking is. I hope you had a chance to check it out. I think it was pretty, uh, pretty uh, it was quite sometimes gruesome to watch, and having lived through all those times with Tero and having watched all of these films come together, and then all the troubles coming up, and sort of going back and revisiting those feelings, it was not very easy to go through. But I think it's an honest documentary which tells quite brutally what filmmaking is. It's not an easy thing. You don't just go there and shoot something. It's always it's a business that you have to attend to carefully, and it's full of all kind of surprises, troubles, problems, personalities, issues, and I guess the trick is just to keep your head clear to try to do something good out of it. But it's quite chaotic business. Anyway, thank you very much, James. Watched it. Thank you for the comment. It was great. I also think so. Like I said, you can also post some questions to me here. I will send them over to Tero and to Tuomas. Uh, uh, the producer Tero and director Tuomas, if you have something. Like I said, I did not direct this movie. I was producing it, but mainly on the side of giving feedback and commenting, but not actually really to um, uh, not doing the film. And I think it was very interesting to see how it came together. And I think it was important that it was not done by it was done by somebody who was able to bring the outside sort of perspective to the whole thing to make it feel together. But it was quite a long process. I mean, the whole story started when Tero asked Tuomas, who came on board the Iron Sky team a couple of years ago. Can't remember exactly when. He's been around for quite a while, and he's done a lot of great work on videos, uh, uh, all kind of content. He's a great guy from doing graphics, music, and it's like a Swiss Army knife in many senses. But with this one, Tero asked to him for him that maybe because we don't know that was actually not something that was uh, uh, originally planned to be part of this kind of documentary. It was kind of a making of footage from the backstage. But then when Tuomas saw that and he started to think about it, and kind of the story started to unveil, and the story of how crazy and insane filmmaking as a business and as an entrepreneurship is, uh, and I guess he wanted to start to put that out in front, and the more we started to, and then he started to interview us and ask all these tough questions about why and how and all that, and then bit by bit we started to find that the story started to unfold there, and realized that we're not making an Iron Sky making of movie, but we're actually making a film which is telling you about how what kind of business actually the actual sort of the business of filmmaking is, and what kind of thing it is. So that's something that we realized and did. Now, what we have here, this film is now out and it's free on YouTube. So what I'd like to do is ask all of you to grab the link and start spreading it out. I think it's interesting film, not just for the people who see Iron Sky, but especially, and I think especially to a lot of people who are interested in film or altogether in business. Business, I think it's a very different kind of a documentary about filmmaking than you usually maybe see in let's say DVDs and whatever the extras. It's kind of goes deeper there. Now I'm going to take a little look to the right side of me where I have all of these questions and comments, and let's pick something over there. So right now, Gorgotal Imperatoris Suprema is saying, I didn't watch it. Yes, well, do watch it. It's fun. Rancid Feet, I mean, you can watch it. Like I said, it's on YouTube and it won't be taken down there. It's there for you to watch for free. And all of this actually, as an idea, came together when the whole Corona crisis actually started, because we thought that we're all going to be stuck within our. I mean, we had a lot of plans which we were supposed to do right actually after Berlin Film Festival, but then it turned out that this Corona crisis in Europe started to get worse, and then all the lockdowns came, and we were like, okay, let's see. We had the documentary. We decided, okay, let's put a special gear on, and let's finish the documentary so that we can put it out for you guys who are now lounging in your homes, trying to figure out something to do. So we thought that let's do that. And in addition to that, we also actually put out our first film, Iron Sky, the Dictator's Cut version of this film, which is also available for free for you to watch anytime you like. Just go to ironsky.net and you'll find it over there. And not only that, there's also a possibility for you to book a 30-minute free consulting session with me and Tero, taking place over Skype. So if you have a film, if you have a business, if you have a pitch which you want to run through a bunch of professionals who've done and sort of created many of those pitches, you can do that. Just go over to ironsky.net and book yourself 30 minutes of free consulting time. And of course, you can also do much more than that. You can get actually a proper consulting session, like a 2-hour consulting session with us if you have that in mind. So you're more than welcome to do that as well. Just head over to ironsky.net and from there you can book it. But in addition to this, you can also support us because, to truth be told, during the Corona time, what happened was that basically we are all of our businesses, which were, everything that we were planning is now on a hold, and we're just trying to figure out how to survive these times. Again, as you saw from the documentary, it's been quite a struggle for survival. But this Corona thing is not making things easy. So if you want to support us, you're more than welcome to do that as well. We have little digital packages to send you. You will get our Sky graphic novel, digital graphic novel. You'll get art book, which I'm doing about Iron Sky coming next week. You can get also, you'll be able to get Iron Sky, the graphic novel, and also the storyboard of the Iron Sky, the shooting 204 pages of shooting script, shooting storyboard of Iron Sky digitally. And in addition to that, if you put in the 25, you'll also be able to get something which you will never forget, which is Iron Sky musical. Yes, we have done a little musical number with Udo Kier and Julia Dietzeff, and it's available if you go over to our website. You click one of the smiley faces with a little dot, 25 euros on top of it, and you will get that. It's quite amazing piece of cinema. Cinema, this little thing. Anyway, that's my advertisement wrap. I'm gonna get back into talking stuff here. So, hello, greetings from Mexico. That's nice. And that's fantastic. Then I have some notes here. Onnittelut melkoinen matka. Yeah, what a trip. It's been quite a journey. Shoot from the moon, fantastic job. Thank you very much. I can't wait. Iron Sky, the arc or the end game. So excited. That's fantastic. Stay excited. It's gonna take a little while. Leon is saying the first part was the best. Second film lost the charm and jokes of the first part. It is my opinion. I respect your opinion. Thank you very much. Stratos Ronnie said, would it be funny if it turned out there was actually a Nazi on the moon and they saw your movie? That would be funny and also rather scary, I would say. Then Gorgos is asking, I can't see it, Gorgotral is asking, did you do inspiration? Can you hear me? Is there a problem with my microphone? Is there a problem with my microphone? I hope there's no problem with the microphone. If there's more problems, please let me know. Maybe it was some hiccup or something. This seems to be working fine, so I can't see any issue there. Anyway, did you take inspiration from the Wolfenstein for the films? I think Wolfenstein served kind of as an inspiration or an early inspiration. Obviously, I used to play Wolfenstein when I was a kid, and then I was also happy to see that Wolfenstein did take inspiration from our film to their latest stuff with the moon sequence and all that. So it was quite funny. I had Francesco Walle saying, great documentary, congratulations. Thank you very much. Very nice documentary, guys. Can't wait for new material working. Okay. I'm sorry about the sound issue. I have absolutely no idea why there is suddenly an issue with this. But hopefully that eventually somehow is fixed. Jacob Dunstfleisch is saying, I think the second part goes more into fantasy than jokes. In my opinion, Iron Sky is better than Star Wars. Iron Sky is the best. You know what? I like that. Thank you very much. Anyway, it might be a problem with the microphone. Let me just see if I can fix something with the microphone. No, it seems to be working just fine. Input is doing something. Sound is okay. The sound is now okay, so full volume. Let me see if I can do it. 1 2 1 2. Maybe this is better. I don't know what happened with my other microphone. I'm going to take this out now. I hope it works. It's very hard because I can't hear myself at all if it's a problem or not. But anyway, I took out my proper microphone and maybe it works. Anyway, so that's something that's hopefully that's fixed now. So anyway, ironsky.net, you'll find some fun stuff over there during the quarantine times. New material, new stuff will be activating nowadays. We've been actually quite active lately, and I actually will continue being active with Iron Sky stuff, especially now because we have quite a lot of exciting stuff happening, and I do hope that there will be some good news to tell you in a bit of a while if everything goes well. But again, everything also is on pause because of the whole quarantine, so a lot of the things that we were planning are a little bit on the hold, but not stopped, but on the hold. But it's really, I must say, it's really fun to
work. There's a new energy with Iron Sky right now going on, which I'm really happy about. And it always, when there is a new energy in Iron Sky coming up, it always feels like we're going towards something nice, and that's a nice thing. And it's the spring is in the air. It's beautiful here in Finland and everywhere around the world, so that's also great. Good to hear that the sound is good right now. Extremely sorry about the problem with the microphone. I did not know that there was an issue. I have to figure this thing. Like I said, I don't understand all of this stuff. Yeah. So yeah, now I'm just rambling right now. Paolo Nutini, yeah, he did. By the way, if you want something great also to listen, pull up Iron Sky by Paolo Nutini, a song from YouTube. Listen to it; it's quite amazing. Nothing to do with us, but it's a great song. It's a fantastic song. And it's funny thing, by the way, that song, I have to say, I know that it has nothing to do with us, and Paolo Nutini has nothing to do with us. We have no connection with this guy. But funnily enough, he made a song called Iron Sky, and in that song, there is a quote from The Great Dictator by Charlie Chaplin, which we also quoted in our film Iron Sky. I think it's quite a coincidence. I don't think that it's deliberate, but it's quite a coincidence to have that kind of thing. Thanks to the movie Iron Sky, I got introduced to Laibach. Yes, Laibach is actually is a beautiful band. I really love Laibach, and they just came out with the Laibach Revisited, a beautiful big set of LPs. I suggest to get that. They just fantastic stuff. Is there Iron Sky merchandise? There has been Iron Sky merchandise. We've had Iron Sky merchandise actually all through the year, starting from Iron Sky T-shirts. I don't know if you can see, probably not. We've had T-shirts, we have games, we've had all kind of stuff, graphic novels, books, and all that stuff. Right now, we don't have anything. We basically sort of. Right now, we don't have a lot of merchandise, but maybe in the future we'll come up with more merchandise. But currently, nothing to be sold. But we probably will figure out if we can get something going. I think that would be fun because the Iron Sky merchandise is quite fun. Right. So there's merchandise and all that. So yeah, that's where we are. Anyway, film is out. Shoot for the Moon is out. You can go and see first Iron Sky Dictator's Cut for free on ironsky.net. There's also links, if you haven't seen Iron Sky The Coming Race, for places where it's available for streaming. And then you can book us a time with Iron Sky team from us on the... from me and Tero for a 30-minute consultation if you feel so. We'll be happy to help you out with your business because just like you, we are stuck here between these four walls and we don't have anything better to do but actually to spend our time in a manner that actually is fun. And then there we are. Yeah, we had Moon Trooper action figure. That's true. We only had, I guess, 1,000 of them made. So if you have one, even I don't have one, by the way. If you have one, keep a good eye on that because it's very, very rare item. I guess that in 20 years you can sell it on eBay and make some money out of it. I guess so. Emma is asking if Arc is complete. I don't think that I can say that it's fully completed yet, but it's also not very far from being completed, but it's kind of in the post-production status right now. And as you can see, post-productions, they tend to take time with Iron Sky teams. So I don't know exactly when it's coming out. Hopefully soon. Sure. Valakres is asking the same. When is the next Iron Sky coming out? I don't know exactly. I hope by the end of the year. In the beginning of next year we'll get it out, but I don't know exactly. I cannot promise you anything because it's not in my hands. It's a Chinese production decision who's making when it's coming out. I like the song at the beginning of the Shoot from the Moon very much. I like that song as well. I think it's very good. Maybe Tuomas can release it as a single. I guess that would be fun. And I also like a lot the ending song by Ali and James Quinn. Q2 is the band, which maybe they can also release for as a single. I think all kind of single releases currently are fun, so they should do that, definitely. John Love is asking, hi there, when we can see the movie? Which movie? If you're talking about Iron Sky, you can go to ironsky.net, click Dictator's Cut, and you can watch it right away. If you're talking about Iron Sky, The Coming Race, you can go to ironsky.net, click Iron Sky, The Coming Race, and choose a service which is appropriate for you and watch it right now. If you are talking about Shoot for the Moon, the documentary, you can also go to ironsky.net and click Shoot for the Moon and watch the whole film for free also there anytime you want. And if you're talking about new stuff, that I don't know yet. More discussion happening. That's nice. We have some action going on here. Mika Myllynen is saying that we need a real action figure. We do. It's actually, we did this Moon Trooper things with a Chinese company. Maybe we should do real action figures with them as well. That would have a nice pair. And then we have, I would love model kits of the spaceship from the movie. That would be great. I remember we were in discussion with somebody for a while to make that happen, but that never actually ended up happening, unfortunately. But maybe that would be great business. I think we should definitely do it. Let's figure out if we can do it. I don't know if we can do it, but I think that would be great. Post is hell. Game, I love models. I'm sitting on display in my game room. Post is hell is saying Emma. Emma is right. Post is hell. I mean, it can be the thing about. I guess the biggest problem with post production is not so much that it's hell. It's just you need so much patience because it's just so small pieces that get finished one by one, and it just feels endless and frustrating, and then suddenly it ends. Like you have to release them. I guess Tuomas feels right now this is like you've been working on something for years in a post-production, and before it's out, you can change everything, and then suddenly this possibility is taken from you. You cannot change anything anymore. Now, for example, Shoot for the Moon is out. There's basically nothing you can do. Of course, digital times, it's kind of easier to do something, but still, it's out when it's out, and that's it. So that's, I guess, one part of the frustrating thing about post-production. Does Lego Iron Sky exist? You can Google Lego Iron Sky. I guess somebody did a little joke picture of that, but no, not officially. It doesn't, unfortunately. No, but I think we need it. I do agree with you. Yeah, that's the reason. The Ark is indeed a Chinese production. That's the reason everything is written in Chinese about it. It's gonna come out for sure in Europe, and it has quite a lot of English language anyway, and all that. So you have a chance to see it. That's for sure. But it is a Chinese production per se, and it was quite an interesting adventure, which I will tell more when I'm allowed to do so later on after the film is out. But right now it's in the post, so better not tell anything about it right now. There are many things. How Iron Mufu Central Song is a black. Sorry, John Love. Don't completely understand that. You continue this. Is look like sun because ethereal part of mind can see black hole only energy like sun. So I believe is wrong with sun rolling down. I think I understand approximately what you're going after, and that's an interesting point. So more discussion happening right now, and the craft have a small rocket. Joke. I tell a friend to watch Iron Sky Saga, and for now most are very impressed. I love how people like my favorite universe. Yeah, it's something that a lot of people they seem to be quite fond of this Iron Sky thing, and it's kind of funny. I guess Jarmo, if you're over there, I think it's a fun thing. Jarmo came up with this idea, told it to us in a sauna, and then here we are talking about the whole universe. I guess that's sometimes small things can turn into quite big things, and that's an interesting thing. Kalle Sirkka says, kiitokset koko porukalla. Aivan uskomaton matka ollut myös fanisilmin katsottuna. In the beginning ennakkotilaisia silloin siitä asti on seurannut teidän tekemisiä. Kiitoksia Kalle Sirkka, kiitos. Sinä olet ollut pitkään reissussa, jos olet ollut In the Beginningistä lähtien messissä. Siitä on hyvä aika, that's in English, but Kalle Sirkka is just thanking us and telling that he's been on board since in the beginning times, and which was my first film. So that's quite a long time. That was released 2005. That is 15 years ago. We are getting very, very old. Tuomas is saying, the director is saying, feels bad to let the film public because you can't change it anymore, but also good that it's finally out. I do believe that. I think you are super correct, Tuomas, and I think you should be very proud of this film. I think it's very well made. But of course, the problem of a filmmaker, of anybody who's doing any art, you always want to tinker and tinker and tinker, make it a little bit better or make it a little bit more amazing. And that's funny because sometimes that just that you get so attached to the fact that you have this power over this story, and then when you give it up, you don't have that power anymore. So that's the reason. For example, in when I've released movies, I never felt like remarkably good afterwards because truly the fact is that you are giving away the biggest power you have at this point in your life. You're giving away your freedom to change the story basically to any direction. And as a director, I think it's an awful thing. It feels bad. So in a way, it feels good to put a film out and see the reactions and all that. But at the same time, you're giving away something very personal. So that's quite interesting. Iron Stalin with Iron Lenin on the Mars. Let's see who will be on the Mars. Lenin's, Stalin's, and so far. Every part of Iron Sky is good, even if the Chinese production universe is wonderful. Black hole can create life. I guess that's quite the opposite of black hole in a way. But yeah, every planet has a small black hole. Okay, that's interesting. And Jarmo is saying it's been a ride. It has been a ride. I'm looking here. Mass and gravity field. There's a lot of interesting conversations going on. I better not jump into them because I don't know exactly what it is. But I like what Gorgothal is saying. Iron Sky 4 Satanists on Venus. That's fantastic. So we have like Norwegian church burning Satanist. Guys with the mask running around in Venus. That'd be fun. I'll make a film of that. I like that. Anyway, by the way, I last time I was talking with you guys, I was talking about the Ninja Gorillas, and I even made a poster for that. Maybe I'll show it one day to you. I'm gonna make that movie one day. Honestly, I have a storyline for that. It's gonna be an Iron Sky spin-off. It's gonna be great. Great. Anyway, we are running now. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted here. We are running now 28 minutes, so I'm going to start wrapping this up. I want to thank all of you who followed us here. I hope we've given you some quarantine relief over the last couple of, over the hours. Let's keep on. I like doing this, so let's keep on doing these quarantine relief podcasts. Let's say every Friday or every Saturday. Today's Friday. Okay, today's Friday. It's a good Friday, so we'll make Fridays good again. But next time, let's say next Saturday, we should be online again and talking with you guys, and hopefully always have something fun to say. But again, thank you so much for this. Share the Iron Sky story. Share the link to ironsky.net. Share Shoot for the Moon documentary. Tuomas, congratulations once again for releasing the movie, and thank you to everyone who has been working with the film over these years. There's so many people, I'm not going to start naming them. That's the reason there is end credits, by the way. But and thanks for all of those people who've been following Iron Sky for these years. You really mean a world to us. Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon again. Stay healthy. Stay at home, see nobody, watch a lot of Iron Sky. This is Timo signing out. Bye-bye.